Hey Sagittarius, welcome to Social Dragonfly Tarot. My name is Eddie, if you don't know already. This is a timeless general reading for the sign of Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Pick a planet, pick a node, pick a house. You're going to know if this reading is right for you, okay? So this is going to be a reading for Sag, and I'm going to be doing, I'm going to pull for your spiritual etheric energies. I'm going to pull for a spread for your love life, a spread for single and coupled Sagittariuses. I'm also going to be pulling a spread on your finances. Okay, so I was sitting in your energy, and the very first thing, I'm going to start with your spiritual etheric energy. I got a lot of downloads for you. The very first thing that that I saw when I was meditating in your energy was, or that I felt, okay, I felt an anxiety or a tightness in my chest. Okay, it felt like, I don't know if there's like I don't know, it just felt like I couldn't get a deep breath. Okay, hey, how you doing? I felt like I couldn't get a deep breath. It felt like there was an elephant sitting on my chest. I don't know if any of you guys struggle with anxiety or like any type of like mental illness or anything like that. And I was sitting there and I had some names come in. I heard the name Sandra, I heard the name Alex, and then I heard the name Ruiz, like Ruiz, or I think it's with a Z, not with an S. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. Solif. I don't know if I'm saying your name right. And then I heard Macy or JC. Okay. And then I felt like the tightness in my chest could have been from either like a blood pressure issue or like, I don't know if there's a heart issue. Okay. So I don't know if any of those names are like passed on loved ones that you had from the name Alex, Sandra, Ruiz, or Macy or JC. But sometimes I do feel the energy of, spirits that have passed on. And then they showed me a pink rose. Okay. So if that resonates for you, a single pink rose. And I also saw a dog. Okay. And when I saw the dog while I was meditating, it was like a puppy, maybe like a 1-year-old puppy or something like that. And I saw the dog coming up and sitting, and it seemed like a lab, either a black lab or a chocolate lab. Okay. And then when I saw the dog, I heard dog. Okay. And I don't normally talk like that, but whenever I saw the dog, I heard spirit say dog. So I don't know if you or one of your loved ones or somebody has a dog and they pronounce it dog, okay, like a northern accent. I'm from Texas. So for me, that's somebody, when I hear someone speak like that, that's like someone has an accent. So I heard dog. So Sandra, Alex, Ruiz, or Macy, or JC, and then I saw a pink rose. Usually that's like a friendship or a child type of symbol for me. And then I heard dog. So I don't know what that means. If that means something for you, that'd be cool if you could validate that and put it in the comments. Give me a little confirmation or something. Okay. And then I also saw a swing set. Okay. I saw a swing set with an orange slide. And then it's funny because I was pulling cards for I was pulling a card for your still frame. Okay. And I got a child's love. The love between a parent and a child is one of the most precious and deep connections we make during our time on earth. Children start out as a part of us, and from their first cries, they establish themselves as the biggest part of our hearts. So I don't know if there's a connection here that you have with a child who's passed on. Okay. Because like when I see a pink rose, pink is like an innocent color for me. So that could be a symbol of someone, like a child, or, maybe a relationship that you have with someone that's innocent, like a platonic or a child parent, or a relationship you have with a child. Okay. So I don't know how that resonates. Whoever that message is for, you're going to know if it's for you. Okay. This is very general. I did get the energy that you, Sagittarius, you might feel more comfortable around children at this time. Okay. Because I got the energy that there is almost like a distrust or a loneliness or a dissociation where you might be shutting off your heart to other people. It's kind of like the energy of like, fuck other people right now. Like you don't really want to be around other people right now. You may not want to associate with others right now. And kids, the thing about children is of course there's an innocence there, but like children, they don't hold shit back from you. You feel me? Like I remember my mom told me one time, a long time ago, one of my cousins saw her while she was pregnant with me, when my mom was pregnant with me. And my cousin was like, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 years old. And my cousin hadn't seen my mom in a couple months. So my mom's belly had grown big. And my cousin was like, why did you get so fat? And so like children have no fucking filter, you know what I mean? Like they say what's on their mind. They don't give a fuck about what other people think. And when they're lying to you, you can tell. Like if a kid eats a fucking cookie or something and they got like chocolate all over their face from the chocolate chips, you'd be like, yo, did you eat that cookie? They'd be like, no. you know so it's like they can't really hide things from you. And it's kind of like I'm getting the sense that like you only want to participate in safe relationships. Okay, you don't want to hang out with anybody right now, Sagittarius, that might hurt you, that might be dishonest with you, that might bring drama into your life. You're really not into that right now. You're not into all of the bullshit and the drama. You're like trying to stay as far away from that as possible. But what I'm getting here is that maybe you have taken that to an extreme to where your heart is shut off. Okay. And I was definitely feeling that. And that could easily be why I had the tightness in my chest. But I was getting that there was a shutting off of the heart space. Okay. You do have some ancestors that are coming through, some ancestors, spirit guides, guardian angels, loved ones who want your highest and greatest good, that are wanting to come through and wanting to help nourish you at this time, wanting to shower you with light and love and wisdom that they have gained from their pasts. However, they're not able to really get through to you at this time. Because of the dissociative type of energy that I'm feeling. So, and that's not like coming from a judgmental place. I understand. I definitely can get that way, right? I'm a Capricorn. I tend to internalize things. However, there's a sense of legacy, because I heard the word legacy. They're wanting you to focus on, allowing in love, right? And allowing in the spiritual legacy that you came from. Okay, to be able to have something, like have a connection with that, so that way you can receive that love and that guidance and that wisdom, because you are being showered with protection and with love right now, but I don't feel like you're open to receiving it. Maybe you feel alone. Okay. So when your heart space is closed off, to other people in the 3D realm, you're also closing off because you don't want to be hurt, right? You're keeping away pain, you're keeping away drama, you're keeping away bullshit, but you're also closing yourself off to positive energies like love and joy and peace that you can get from other people. All right, in 3D and in spirit. So by closing off your heart space, you're not just keeping out those positive energies and the negative energies from the 3D world, but I do see that there's like a sense that you're not able to connect with the loved ones and the ancestors who want to connect with you right now at this time. You're shutting that off as well, okay? Because your heart is not open, so you're not allowing them to come in, and if that's not for you, that's not for you, okay? So this is where the loneliness comes in. Okay, you got to take it how it resonates. I also picked up, okay, someone here is indecisive. You've been indecisive about a decision that you want to make. This is something that could be creative. I don't know I don't know what it is. It's something creative. So whether you do hair, whether you're a painter or a writer, or you're making like hair bows for babies or whatever you're doing. I just heard tattoos. So someone here wants to do some tattoo artistry or something like that. And like, it's almost like it doesn't really make sense to you. Maybe on a 3D sense. So you're wondering, well, I don't even know if I should really do that, but you're drawn to it. You're guided to it. If you've been looking up pictures of tattoos or watching shows with tattoos or watching cookie shows, whatever you're drawn to at this time, there's somebody here, like you're drawn to these things and you're wanting to make a decision to try to either take a class on it or do something new to educate yourself about it, or and it's something that it just seems like it's completely off the left-handed path or whatever the fuck. Okay, left-handed path. Some of you guys are interested in astrology or interested in like some form of divination or witchcraft or whatever this is. Maybe this differs from the way that you were raised or something like that, but there's a reason why. And I said left-handed path, shit. I don't judge. Some of y'all might be interested in, taking the more darker or left-handed path. Dark doesn't necessarily mean bad. I'm not into that kind of stuff where I'm, doing that type of magic or whatever the fuck. But hell, you might be, I have a respect for that because I know in past lives I was into that. And I was very, very well-versed in that in my past lives. But however, I have a respect for it now in this lifetime. I don't fuck with it, but I also don't judge people who do. Um, you know, unless you're like hurting children or something. That's nah, I ain't fucking with that. But anyway, that's not what this is about. Whatever it is, this decision, this indecision is that you're thinking about, like, what path should I take? Is this in alignment with my life purpose? Is this in alignment with my life path? Yes, it is. If that's something that you've been wondering, yes, it is in alignment with you and your life purpose, because whatever this is that you're thinking about doing, this class or this, whatever this is, it could be physical, it could be spiritual, it is part of your life path. This is something that will be a part of what you're offering up to the collective. Like, for example, I did hear tattoo artist. So somebody might want to become a tattoo artist. That is spiritual. That is something that you can offer up to the collective, because there's a lot of healing that comes from that type of creative work. People get tattoos for many, 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 many reasons. Okay. And that is something that you could be offering up. That's something that I feel, whatever this creative endeavor is, I don't give a fuck what it is. You could be, a clown who makes balloon animals. Okay. Whatever it is, if you're passionate about it, Spirit is calling you to this. Okay. Whatever this is, because they want to put you in alignment with the individuals and the people and the places and the circumstances, situations and things that you are meant to be, like right place at the right time. Okay. Because you're going to change the world with this, is what I feel. Okay. So this is going to be offering up to the collective some sort of healing, or maybe you're showing other people how to stimulate their creative sides. Okay. It's going to offer up something beautiful. It's going to be a gift to the rest of the collective, but it's also going to be a gift to you, because it's going to heal you and give you the freedom that you have been wanting, okay, in some way, shape, or form. So yeah, that's what I got for your downloads. And one more thing. Somebody here, you're not asking for help. You're not asking for help. You're not reaching out to those that you love, okay? Whenever you feel like, it's almost like you feel like you're going to be a burden, or you feel like what they have to offer won't help you. Okay. But this is, Spirit wants you to know that it's okay to reach out when you feel like you need love. That doesn't make you an energy vampire. That doesn't make you, you can give those things to yourself, and we always should try to give those things and find those things from within and give them to ourselves. However, Sagittarius, I'm really feeling like you need to connect with those that love you right now. And, if you're choosing not to see the love that's there for you, or not to ask for the support and the love that that you have with those that love you, that's stemming from a deep sense of you feeling like you're undeserving of that love, that you are undeserving of that support. Okay. There is a sense of you working on your self-esteem. Okay. And knowing that you are enough at this time. But that's only going to come with acceptance of everything that you've been through. I feel like there's I have felt anger. I did feel anger. And it's like a sense of like, I almost said righteous indignation, but I'm going to call it sacred rage here. Okay. And I feel like there's some of you guys are really going to come into a space where you are releasing and you are letting go of, you're letting go. Some of you guys feel resentment or hatred because of a sacrifice that you've had to make. I'm definitely picking that up. But you are letting go of the energies that of the resentment, of the anger, because you might feel victimized. You might have felt like you were taken advantage of or taken for granted, okay? Or walked all over is what I'm hearing. And there's an anger there. I also feel like there might be an anger related to, this is not for everybody, but I'm feeling like at least one person here, that there's some sort of anger related to self-sabotage that I'm picking up on. It's like beating yourself up. Like, why didn't I fucking do that? Or why did I do that? Missing the boat somehow. And because you didn't have the courage, you didn't have the strength, you didn't believe in yourself, or why didn't I ask for help? Right? Kind of like beating yourself up over what happened in the past. And, you're going to be gaining some perspective or some sort of unique way to view everything that you've been through up to this point, and that's what's going to help you release a lot of that anger. All right, the anger sits in the solar plexus. I feel it in the solar plexus. Okay, so you might want to do some work on the solar plexus chakra at this time. Doing something like looking up some light language or something like that to help you release anger. You don't even have to like speak light language or anything like that. Just go on YouTube or TikTok and put up like search in the search bar like light language for anger release or whatever, and allow yourself to let that out. There's going to be some sort of release or letting go of, because in your current spiritual energies, right, you have the Hanged Man in the upright, and then you have the Strength in the reverse. So like you've been holding back. You've been holding back a lot. Okay. A lot of anger, a lot of resentment, a lot of like just, I don't even know, like you're just feeling so frustrated. And I felt like you've had to, it's like, nope, I have to do this. I have to do that. I have responsibilities. I have to hold this back. And it's like, you're being called to let that shit go, whether you have to write about it or fucking burn the fucking paper, do some sort of ritual, go and work out, or and punch a fucking punching bag, or like scream at the top of your fucking lungs, or like, okay, they're telling me, they're showing me a lot of people that I know like laugh at this band, and they make fun of this band, this particular band or whatever, because they think it's like wussy music or whatever. But Linkin Park, okay, I'm okay with Linkin Park. They're not my favorite band, but I do like them. But you can hear in his voice some of the songs that he sings. You can hear the anger. Okay, like you can hear that. There's something about like screaming or expressing because you kept your fucking mouth shut for so long. There's something that is just needing to come out, because otherwise, I feel like those of you who continue to hold this in, and this is just a little warning, those of you who continue to hold this in, you're going to have someone do that on you, like let it out on you. And that's because their universe is reflecting back to you what you have been holding in. Like it's almost like someone's going to be holding in something to where they haven't said how pissed off they were at you or something, and all of a sudden they just fucking explode with like months worth of fucking anger and shit that they've been holding in for months, and then they just like exploded out on you, and you're like, yo, I didn't even know you were fucking mad at me. Like why couldn't you just come talk to me? That's the thing, right? I don't know if that's could resonate for you if you have experienced that recently, but there's almost like a hatred, like the word hatred came up. And it's like, because you've let it fester for so fucking long. And some of you, it's been so uncomfortable because you're not a hateful person, right? The majority of you, what I'm feeling here, you're not hateful. You're the type of person that wants to love and give and maybe to a fault, right? But you have had to repress. There's so much repression. And with the Strength in the reverse, you are letting it go. You're not repressing it anymore. You're letting it go. And it's going to be very cleansing for you with this Hanged Man. Okay. Where you weren't feeling certain of yourself, once you let this shit go and you let this fucking anger fly out of you and you express it somehow, I'm seeing someone throwing things or throwing paint. Or you ever gone to like those axe throwing things? Maybe you need to do that. Go drink a fucking few beers or something and fucking throw some axes or something, homie. Like do something. Once you do that, you are going to have a completely, some of you, it's about sweat. You need to sweat somehow. I just heard someone, when I said that, I heard someone go, oh, I don't like sweating. But there might even be something for you about the connection between the flowing of your lymphatic system and releasing toxins through those sweat glands that will allow some sort of energy to be broken up. And it's an anger, it's a rage, it's a frustration, it's a pain. Okay. And I just heard a scream outside, and it's a child screaming outside. So this could be something that happened in childhood. Okay. This is going to come to a culmination for you, because I do see that you have the 10 of Swords in the reverse as your future energy. This is like the worst of it is over. You're pulling yourself together. You're stabilizing yourself, because it is root chakra energy. You are stabilizing yourself again. Okay. And once you see that letting all of this out. It's almost like if you've been bullied, or if you've always felt bullied, even as a child, or if you don't want to feel vulnerable and that's why you've been holding it back, or you've been doubting yourself, or you felt weak, or you felt like you weren't enough, or you had like low self-esteem or whatever, and it was causing, it's just this energy snowballing and just building and building and building and building. With this Hanged Man, that's third eye energy. You're going to see very fucking clear once you let this shit out. Once you let the shit out. This is happening during Leo season. Because you have the Strength card here, which is Leo. It's the sun and it's in Leo. So you are going to be releasing, letting go of, forgiving, understanding that those people that hurt you, that oppressed you, okay, that caused this energy, that they were projecting their own limitations, their own pain, right? Their own programs onto you. And you're going to see this from a different perspective. And I feel like, what was unclear as far as this decision that you wanted to make is going to become very clear, because we have Piscean and we have Neptunian Piscean energy here with this Hanged Man. This is like feeling like you had a lack of direction, and then all of a sudden releasing all that's been held on to, and then boom, all of a sudden you know where to go. All right. And Piscean, Neptunian energy is very creative, right? It's very creative. It's like a musical type of energy. It could be like a musician type of energy, poetry, writing, anything artistic, painting. Okay. There's something here that's very significant and very spiritual for you about that. So whatever you're wanting to take classes on, whatever you're wanting to do, you need to fucking go ahead and do that. Okay. So I do see in your recent past, though, we do have the Queen of Wands in the upright. Okay. Lots of Leo energy here. Right? The Queen of Wands is Moon in Leo, but it's also water energy as well. That is third eye energy. Okay. This is someone who, is very attractive. Okay. And I mean energetically, very magnetic. This is someone who is well liked. I feel like that's the thing too. Okay. There's also a sense here, Sagittarius, of maybe you basing either in the recent past, basing your own sense of self and how you feel about yourself on how people responded to you, maybe being a people pleaser, maybe going too far, having too many balls in the air at this time. And I feel like if you weren't standing up for yourself, if you weren't taking, if you weren't taking your rightful place, is what I feel like I want to say. That's going to be shifting here. Okay. Especially if you were taking action to dissociate. That's going to be really important here. I do see that there's going to be some sort of smell that is going to remind you of your childhood. What is that song that talks about like a sense of smell that reminds me of my childhood, or make a candle out of it and I'd be the only one to buy it? If I could turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out. I don't know if anybody knows that song, if you like that song. But yeah, I'm getting that. So you might smell something that reminds you of like better days and when you felt more free. Others of you might smell an energy on a person. I know that's weird. But anyway, you're also having a lot of ringing in the ears right now. I want you to pay attention to whatever you're thinking when you have that energy, or when the ringing in the ears comes. Okay. Because that means that you're getting a download, and you need to write that down, or you need to pay attention to what you were thinking at that time. You're getting a lot of downloads right now for sure. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, so you are getting your power back. Let's go ahead and pull one of these. Nope, Spirit wants me to pull this one. Yeah, so if you're interested in any type of got a lot of third eye energy here. If you've been interested in any type of occult knowledge, maybe you're wanting to study that, this would be very, very helpful for you right now. It's definitely in alignment. Okay. Or some sort of creative endeavor. I mean, you've been in a lot of creative energy recently. And you know, you might be getting an idea or a download, your ears might ring or something like that. Or even if your ears don't fucking ring, you have an idea. You need to be writing your ideas down. If you're getting some sort of idea for a creative thing, like if you want to write it or if you want to paint it or if whatever the fuck it is, like this is something that is in alignment with you. Okay. Your child could even be triggering downloads for you at this time. They're going to help you. Like you're going to have an epiphany. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. So we have blame. This is coming out of the shadow work oracle that I have. It says, often we throw the weight of responsibility on others, finding fault with them and not accepting what is ours. Blaming others masks the truth and the real cause of the problem. We look for excuses and avoid taking action, which for us may be difficult, unpleasant, or painful. When we are on the receiving end of blame, we can be falsely accused and given a burden that is not ours to carry. Self-blame is frequently our reaction to difficult circumstances. Instead of acknowledging the error and learning from it, we find fault with ourselves and stay in the energy of self-accusation. Ask yourself, do I blame others for things or situations that are of my doing? Why? What am I trying to avoid? Have I ever been falsely blamed for something? How did I react? Do I blame myself without reason? An affirmation for blame is I take responsibility for my actions. I look truth in the eye and I accept what is mine. I learn from what may be difficult and painful and I do it with love. So here's the thing. All right. We have insecurity at the bottom of the deck and I definitely picked that up in my psychic downloads here, that I feel like you were taught to blame yourself. Okay. And I feel like with you, there's an energy of blaming yourself for anything that goes wrong. Okay. When the fact of the matter is you're a fucking human and you're not perfect. You were meant to come here to make mistakes. Okay. You were meant to come here to be a human fucking being. And if you're constantly expecting yourself to be perfect, if there's a sense of perfectionism here, who got that? Was it Libra or was it Scorpio? If you have Libra or Scorpio in your chart, go watch those readings that I just did, okay, that I put out. When we blame ourselves or when we blame others, we're getting nowhere, okay? There really is, it's like you're coming to a point where you're going to understand that you don't have to blame yourself anymore because there really is no true enemy. All right. And when you understand that you have to have a very, very broad perspective to understand that. Okay. I'm talking about a soul perspective, because no matter what happens, even if you feel victimized by someone else, blaming doesn't do anything but keep you in a low vibration. So if you're able to understand and look at things from a higher perspective, be like, yes, this fucking shit hurt. This person hurt me, or I made a mistake and I hurt others, or I hurt myself. Well, however you're blaming, whether you're blaming other people or you're blaming your motherfucking self. If you're able to look at it from a perspective of this is what I might be later on. It depends on how I'm feeling after I finish. I've got some personal readings to do. I'm doing a yes or no question at the end of the reading though, but I'm only doing one. I'm not taking them individually from y'all, but I am taking it from the book of answers. So if you want a yes or no question answered, then I'm definitely going to pull one at the end of this reading. But it's not going to be like a specific question. It's just going to be like, hey, hold the question in your mind and I'll pull the answer. But however you're blaming, okay, if there's an energy of blame, it's important to gain some perspective here with this hangman, because you're disempowering yourself whenever you blame someone else or when you blame yourself. You're taking yourself out of your power with the strength in reverse here. Because what you're doing is when you blame yourself, you're expecting yourself to be perfect. And when you blame the other person, you're expecting them to be perfect, which really, if all of us were perfect, we would not fucking be here. People meant to you. It's like you have contracts with people, right? You have contracts. You as a soul have contracts with other souls, right? And I can say this honestly, and it sucks because I've been through a lot of fucking shit myself. Okay. I've been physically abused, emotionally abused. I've been sexually abused. I've done all kinds of shit. I've had all kinds of, I've been the aggressor, and I've had that shit put, I've been the one who's in the wrong, who's lying, cheating, and stealing. And I've had those things done to me. I've done both. And even in my past fucking lives, right? A lot of people are like, oh, I've always been the good person in my past lives. I've seen other readers talk about that. Well, in all my other past lives, I was a good person and I have always been a good person. Okay. Sometimes the soul needs to experience what it's like to be on the other end and not be the victim, but be the one who's victimizing others. Now, I'm not saying that I want you to go out and victimize others. I'm not making excuses or victim blaming. What I'm saying is, if you look at it from you're learning to look at things from a place of you're no longer the victim, and you're understanding that certain things, certain experiences that you went through in this lifetime happened not because that person's a terrible piece of shit or whatever, right? Because whenever you're thinking that about someone else, we are all one, law of oneness. You're projecting that energy to come back to yourself. You're sending it out. It's going to come back to you. Okay. And that this is not a concept that this is a very deep spiritual concept. This is not a concept that a lot of people who are still stuck in their ego can understand. Because with this strength in reverse, that's a card of ego. With it in the reverse, this is like not being able to tame the ego. So spirit, what spirit is doing is, if you're in victim consciousness, you're going to sit there and be like, this person, it's their fault. They victimized me. They hurt me. They took advantage of me, and woe is me. And you're going to feel sorry for yourself. And you're like, I don't ever want to feel hurt like this again. So I'm just going to shut everybody off and shut myself off from everybody else. But really, what you're doing is you're stopping yourself from experiencing energies that are high vibrational, but also, like love and joy and peace and all of that, and having a, beautiful, trusting relationship with someone. But you're also shutting yourself off from more opportunities to learn. The best way that our souls learn is through getting hurt sometimes. So it's important to have that perspective here with the Hangman of, hey, I can release and let go of the blame, and I can still understand that, yeah, this shit hurt, but I can choose to heal what I went through without having to hear some apology from the person who hurt me, without having to, because more than likely, Sagittarius, you're not going to get that. I'm feeling that. There's somebody here who fucked you over, and you're not going to get an apology from them. So this is a challenge for you to step out of victim mentality and be able to empower yourself enough to say, you know what? I have to look at this from a perspective of, what did this situation teach me about me? What did you learn about yourself from what you went through? That's true alchemy. What did you learn from the situation? And that's not an easy stance to take. It's not. But you can let go of the pain and understand this person hurt me because of their pain. Hurt people. Hate to be so cliche, but that's how it is. And you know what? I have gotten to a point where people who have hurt me, okay, I have been able to look at the situation, and when I'm in my sacred space and I'm alone and I'm praying and I'm doing whatever, I'm able to say from my soul to your soul, talking about the person who hurt me, from my soul to your soul, thank you for hurting me because you taught me a lesson about me. Thank you for showing me how strong I truly am. Thank you for showing me that I am strong enough to forgive. Thank you for showing me, aspects of myself that I wasn't aware of before, because you reflected parts of me, parts of my shadow back to me based on how you treated me. It's hard to do. And if you're in your ego, right? If you're in your ego and you're like, no, it's all this person's fault. I didn't deserve this. No, you didn't deserve it. No, you didn't. But the thing is, it still happened and you can't change it. So are you going to find the treasure in the trowel? Are you going to pull out what's good that came from this? Or are you going to continue to allow that person to have power over you by holding on to how much anger and resentment? Now, you do need to let it out. Don't just shove it down. Now, there's some of you who have been holding on to it, and there's two different ways I'm seeing this. There's some of you who have been holding on to it. There's some of you who have been, I'm not taking personal questions right now. This is a Sagittarius reading, so I'm pulling for the energies of Sagittarius right now. If you would like to ask a free question, you need to wait until I do my free tarot reading lives. Okay. Thank you for understanding. So, there's two ways that I'm seeing this, okay, Sagittarius. There's one group of you here who have been in so much pain and anger and resentment, and it's just spewing. You haven't been shoving it down. It's just spewing from you, okay? It's this person's fault and fuck them, and then whatever. And there's some of you who you have thoughts and you feel like that, where you're hurt and you want to let it go because you want to forgive and you want to be a person who forgives and everything, but you just shove it down because you're like, ugh, I just can't deal with that. I just can't deal with that. I just can't deal with that. And you're shoving it down so much that eventually you're gonna fucking explode because of how much pain you've been experiencing. Okay. So take it however it resonates for you. But some of y'all are not going to be able to hold it back anymore. And when you let it out, you're going to sit there and you're going to realize how healing it is, because when you release this shit, you're going to get a fucking perspective that you have never had before, because you're going to realize something about yourself. You're going to realize the growth that you've had. You're going to realize that you don't need this person's apology to be able to move on with your life, because when you are holding on to that pain and anger and resentment, wherever you place your attention is where you place your energy, wherever you're focusing. And if you're focusing on this person, you are courting to them and you're keeping the energy of what they did to you in your life. You're holding on to that. You're holding yourself back. You want to experience peace. You want to experience joy, but you're not allowing yourself to, because it's just like you need a permission slip to let go and release that fucking pain. And that hatred, some of y'all were children when these things were done to you and you didn't fucking deserve it. You were innocent and you deserved better. Okay. But and now that you know this, you guys are going to channel this into something creative. I'm definitely feeling that for sure. Okay. Being grounded at this time is going to be very important. I'm definitely seeing that. Let me pull one of these here, and then I will pull an angel number card for y'all. I did get 444. You guys have been almost like entombed. I'm hearing the word entombed. It's almost like you guys are breaking free or being released from someone using you, or you being someone's security blanket. Okay. I don't know if that makes sense right now, but whoever that message is for, it's going to resonate. Okay. Find your center. Your outside world is a reflection and a manifestation of what's going on inside you at this time. Okay. When the outside world becomes so hectic and stressful that your anxiety starts to overwhelm you, then this is an ideal moment to stop and ask, when was the last time I checked in with myself? Now I'm going to share a little something, because we do have an energy of the children here. Pay attention to the animals around you. It's very important. The animals around you, look up the spiritual symbolism of the animals that are around you. Okay. Like if you're seeing, I don't care if it's a white spider or whatever, like look up the spiritual symbolism of that and you'll get messages that way. So what I'm getting is whenever it said your outside world is a reflection of and a manifestation of what's going on inside you. So with my children, some of y'all, you fucking kids are getting on your damn nerves. Okay. And that's totally normal and fine. Now here's the thing. I have a 2-year-old. And, 2-year-olds, they act like fucking 2-year-olds. Okay. They climb on shit. They're screaming and yelling. They're spilling shit. They're making messes. They're picking their boogers and they're fucking eating them and they're doing all kinds of shit. Okay. They're acting like normal 2-year-olds. And for me personally, I noticed as a parent that there was a time whenever I was getting frustrated with my 2-year-old for acting like a fucking 2-year-old. He wasn't doing anything wrong, right? He wasn't doing anything wrong. So what that did was it gave me an opportunity to see a mental program that was instilled in me from my childhood, where I was not allowed to express my emotions. That's what it is, Sagittarius. I was not allowed to express my emotions, right? As a child. I was one of those kids where my mom was like, you shut the hell up or I'm going to give you something to fucking cry about. Okay. So maybe that's you. Maybe that's how your parents were. You weren't allowed to express yourself. You weren't allowed to be a kid. Maybe you had to grow up really fast. Okay. So what that did was that caused me to broadcast an energy to my 2-year-old, right? Also, I wasn't allowed to have my own space because there was a lot of invading energies when I was younger, because, my mom and my brother were constantly fighting. There was a lot of violence. There was a lot of negativity around me. So I was constantly getting all this negativity broadcasted at me. So what happened was, right, with my 2-year-old, I was broadcasting an energy of, hey, I need you to get on my nerves. Hey, I need you to invade my space, because I had a program that was saying that I'm not allowed to have my own space. I'm not allowed to express myself. I'm not allowed to be myself. So my 2-year-old, he was being himself. He was expressing himself, but he was also invading my fucking space, right? And it helped me understand that, okay, he is reflecting back to me the energies that are inside of me. I needed to heal out that I wasn't ever allowed to express myself and be who I truly was. I needed to heal out that my space felt invaded, that I felt like I had no sense of territory. Once I healed that out, he calmed the fuck down. Now, did he still act like a normal 2-year-old? Yeah, he still was getting into stuff. You can probably hear him crying right now. My husband's with him, so don't worry about him. But that's the thing, is there are people and animals and children or whatever. There are energies outside of you that are a reflection of what's going on inside of you. So if you are the type of person that when you were a kid, your parents told you that you had to shove down your emotions, you weren't allowed to cry. You weren't allowed to cry. You couldn't express your anger when you were a kid, right? I try to tell my kids, I'm like, you can feel your emotions. It is okay. You want to cry. If your emotions were inconvenient to your parents growing up, you might feel that way about your children, but it's not like you don't want them to be able to feel their emotions. But just be observant. Just be observant of yourself, all right, at this time. Because how you parent, how you interact with other people, whether you have fucking kids or not, that's going to give you insight into your own energy, your own mental programs that need to be healed at this time, okay? So some of y'all, it's definitely going to be around children and how you react around children or how these children are acting around you. Okay, just take it as an opportunity to check in with yourself, because see, that perspective that I just talked about, I could have sat there and I could have been like, fuck, can you please get off of me? Can you please stop climbing on me? Can you please leave me the fuck alone? God, I can't stand having to do this. And I could have had resentment towards my kid, but instead I was able to take that perspective and be like, okay, I know law of correspondence. I know how the law of attraction works, and I know how the quantum law of attraction, and I know how that works. I know how the law of correspondence works. My inner reality is going to determine how my outer reality is. Let me check in with me. Let me look inside me and understand why my 2-year-old is reflecting back to me this lack of boundaries, this whatever. Okay. Take that kind of perspective and you can apply it to whatever you're going through. Because if you sit in this energy of blame where you're like, no, it's their fault and they're just being an idiot and they're just, no, you got to look at it as, what are they reflecting back to me that I need to heal within myself? That is where you're going to get your fucking power back. Okay? That's where you're going to get your power back. All right? Gosh, it's 42 minutes in. This reading is long as fuck. I'm about to do shorter ones this week. Yep, see, protection. I split the deck. That's why I called this, that's why I titled it 444, because they showed me 444. So, if you've been, I got the word entombed. So I feel like if you've been in this cocoon for a while, or if you have been like a sense of, I don't even know if this is like narcissistic supply for someone else or being used by someone else. Okay. And you were only able to see things from the perspective through which they were able to see them, which is exactly what happens with parenting. When they, you form the same mental programs that they do, that they have, you're breaking out of that. You're breaking out of that. And you're in a delicate stage where you're healing yourself right now. And spirit is protecting you and giving you all that you need as you learn to open your heart space and see things from a different perspective. Yes, subconscious. So you are learning about your subconscious programs. Pay attention to your dreams at this time. Okay. Anything else, Spirit? Yeah, word of wisdom. So what wisdom can you gain from this? So whenever you have these memories from your past, some of y'all, a child is going to speak a word of wisdom. It's going to trigger something within you. But when you have these memories of your past, it's all about healing the emotional charge so that way you can forgive and release all of the charge that makes it so painful, the charge that's on the emotion. So that way, when you look back, all you have is wisdom that you gained from the experience, and you have limitless. So right now if you're feeling stuck, if you're feeling a sense of limitations, if you are feeling like you're not able to see things from a different perspective, your perspective is clouded, you're not able to manifest, you don't have the confidence, those limitations, you're going to be busting through them right now. But the problem with that is you're going to have to become aware of them first. And it can make you feel very weak. It can make you feel, very insecure with yourself, right? But these are all things that you can bust through. These are walls that you can bust down. Okay. You can. Let me get one of these and one of these, and then we are going to do. Somebody here with children. I don't know why. This could be past. This could be resonating for you in your past, or this could be right now. But I'm getting a sense of someone. I picked up on a single father. They just said single father. And I also am getting an energy of like child protective services being called or something like that. I don't know if you're dealing with that. I'm not speaking that on you. I don't want you to deal with that, but please be mindful. I am picking that up. Okay. We have patience. I accept that everything happens in divine order. Okay. So spirit is asking you to see that's that perspective. Sometimes we have to release control. So with this hanged man in the upright, right, and the strength in the reverse, that's about releasing control, because the strength in the upright is about controlling things. Your ego's wanting to control things. And right now, spirit is asking you to just release and let go. You have worry. I'm learning that worry does not change an outcome. I am learning that worry does not change an outcome. And then underneath that, you have success. I know that there is no greater goal than to love, but you can't do that without opening your heart space. You have ancestors, right? You have loved ones, okay? And you have individuals in spirit that want to come in and help you, right? But if your heart is not open, if you're just shutting everyone out because you don't want to be hurt again, you're not going to be able to experience that love. And this success, okay, is going to be a huge, huge gift. And it's a huge part of you opening yourself up to that. Okay. And what did I say earlier about something that you're wanting to do that's creative, that's going to benefit the collective? We have self-esteem. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. That's exactly what I said in the beginning of this reading. You're going to have some sort of gift once you make this decision. Somebody needs to be a tattoo artist. Somebody's going to be, I don't know who the fuck that is, who I'm talking to. There's something creative that you're wanting to do. It doesn't have to be tattoo artist, but there's something creative that you want to do that's really going to bless other people. I don't know if it's writing or singing or acting or dancing or like creating some sort of content. Okay. I don't know what this is, but if you're wondering if it's in alignment, it seems like it's, mundane or not in alignment with you spiritually, but it is though. It is a part of your life path. The law of secondary causation. Stop reacting and start being the person you always desired to be. Yeah. So I feel like you're going to, this is only going to be able to happen. We have the law of transcendence, revere the dark side of life. Okay. This is only going to happen after you face this darkness that you've been pressing down, that you've been suppressing. Okay. Because here's the thing. All right. Some of y'all are disempowering yourself by allowing others outside of you to dictate whether or not you're at peace or not. Okay. And whenever you allow just any old person, that's what they were teaching me with my children. Because for me, it was about my children. I felt like I couldn't have peace unless it was nighttime and I was in my bed away from all my kids. That's not true. I can have peace while my 2-year-old is acting like a normal 2-year-old. Right? It's all about how stable I am in my own energy. But first, for us to become stable in our own energy like that, where we have peace, where we don't allow any person, place, circumstance, situation, or thing outside of us to dictate or change or shift our energy, we have to acknowledge the parts of us that we didn't want to look at before. That's part of opening up the heart. You cannot have an open heart chakra and manifest from your heart space if you're lying to yourself or if you're shoving down emotions. Okay. And this is also about like, cause it's like you feel some of y'all are just kind of like tossed along in the wind by if someone's a dick, or if someone says something to you or someone cuts you off or whatever the fuck, you're like, fuck you. Why does it have to be, and then your the whole day is fucked, This is about you stepping back into your power and rebuilding yourself from the ground up and understanding that you can be the person that you want to be, that you have always been meant to be, that without allowing whoever hasn't apologized to you or, the dipshit in the fucking left lane swinging over 8 lanes without a fucking, turn signal. Good luck, everybody. Fuck off. You don't have to let those things dictate who you are. And that's what you're learning. You're getting real solid in who you are. And you're seeing that. You're seeing from a perspective of, I ain't got to react to each and every little motherfucking thing. And as you start to change this, as you start to change this part of yourself and you stabilize yourself and you release the anger and the resentment, right? And you're not holding on to what other people have done to you, because that you're allowing someone outside of you to dictate who you are, right? As you release that and you start to shift into a more solid, stable, peaceful energy where that is your own core energy, there's going to be individuals outside of you that are going to come along and try to trigger you and get you right back into the old energy that you were in, because regardless of whether they realize it or not, subconsciously, they don't like it. They don't like the change that you've made. They don't like it. They want to get you right back to where the fuck you were, because it makes them feel better about themselves, because they're more comfortable with the old you. Okay. So keep that in mind. All right. I'm going to pull an angel number card and we are going to move on, because I have just, the spiritual energies I like to talk about a lot more. I'm thinking about doing some shadow work readings, because that's mainly the gist of what Spirit wants me to talk about. I'm doing Capricorn and I'm doing Sagittarius today. I've got a couple personal readings I need to do after this. But yeah, 222. You are at a place where you are making decisions right now. Okay. It says balance. Now is the time to take inventory of your feelings. Yeah, stop suppressing your emotions, Sagittarius. Are there any feelings of imbalance or resistance? Divine whispers are here to remind you that the alignment you seek also seeks you. Breathe, rest, and reset. The affirmation for angel number 222 is, what feels peaceful and calm easily finds me as I restore the balance within me. Yes, you are restoring the balance within yourself, regardless of what's going on outside of you, regardless of whether or not your kids are wilding out, regardless of what is going on outside of you, you're restoring that balance. And you're understanding that what's true to you, okay, is something that cannot be changed by any outside force or outside entity. All right. And once you do that, your self-esteem is going to skyrocket. But you got to look at those scary parts first. Okay. Let's move on to love. I don't have time. Unfortunately, it's an hour fucking in. I don't have time to do general messages. All right, we're going to start with singles. Overall energy for my single Sagittarius. My single Sagittarius. Thank you. One card, please. Thank you, Spirit. Sexual freedom. Number 30, sexual freedom. Okay, so I'm getting an energy of like, I'm getting an energy of like, I don't know if you've been judged. Like when I get this sexual freedom card, I get an energy of like someone's body count and like people wanting to either judge themselves or be like, maybe you feel like someone is judging you for how many people you've slept with or anything like that. It doesn't define your self-esteem. Okay. Let me read from this. I'm going to read from the books. This is a new deck for me, and I'm getting to know all the cards. All right. Sexual freedom for single Sagittariuses. Sexual freedom and energy are dynamite to the human heart and soul, affording a blissful opportunity to communicate and connect deeply beyond words. Since the sexual revolution began in the 1960s, many misconceptions about sexual freedom have evolved into supposed truths. The idea that having many sexual partners or that having sex early on in a relationship makes a person liberated is very misleading. In our society, we often see the word love used in place of more appropriate descriptions like sex or lust, especially in the media or social conversation. But how many people you have sex with or how soon is not a genuine guideline for sexual freedom, nor is it a marker to measure yourself by. Sexual freedom is a deeply personal matter and needs to be explored with maturity and respect for yourself and the other. If you are seeking a new partner, it is essential that you are clear about how you value your own sexuality and be aware of the real impact that physical intimacy has upon your heart. Resist the temptation to have sex with a prospective partner in an attempt to secure a relationship or keep them. Instead, leave sex until you know each other better and can choose more wisely. In an existing relationship, it can be delightful to realize that sex is more than mere intercourse and that you and your partner could reignite your interest in sex through simple acts of caressing, hand-holding, and bathing together. You have drawn this card today because it's time to let go of a social norm or ideal that you compare yourself to and give yourself give your sexual self permission to be authentic. True sexual freedom is about giving yourself permission to express, explore, and share in ways that feel meaningful to you. So this is not just about waiting to have sex until the right time. I know I'm picking up on some energy that some of you guys are celibate, but this is also about an energy of if you feel like you have a lot of sexual energy and you want to express that with someone. Of course, you don't have to pressure them or anything like that. But this is not just about like not caving to someone else's pressure for you to have sex. This is also about if you feel like you would like to share that part of yourself with someone, that is okay too. You know, deeply spiritual people have a lot of sexual energy. The sexual energy is a creative energy. It's not something that needs to be demonized. It's not something that is dirty. Okay, maybe that's a program that you're healing or releasing from your upbringing. This is an energy where you can share your body with someone if you want to, if you feel comfortable, okay? But it's about doing it from a place of a healthy self-esteem and empowerment. Because if you are doing it from a place where, oh, I'm going to have sex with this person so I can keep them, or I need to appear hypersexual to keep them, or whatever the case may be, you're disempowering yourself. But if you're doing it from a place of power where you're like, you know what? I feel the passion between me and this person. I feel like it feels right. I'm not doing this from a place where I feel like I have to keep this person. I'm doing this because I feel comfortable sharing this part of myself with this person. And you have you want to share the magnetism and the seductive type of energy that you're feeling, okay? And you're feeling that way and that person's feeling it, then fucking jump into it, man. Go for it. Just don't do it from a place of disempowerment. You want to make sure you're doing it where you're still inside your power here. Okay. All right. What is, let me do it this way. What is coming towards, what is coming towards my single Sagittariuses? One more. Okay, I'm picking up on the energy that there's someone here that you had sex with this person. You thought that this was going to be a long-term thing. I feel like this person manipulated you, and I feel like they used you for somebody, okay? And you're feeling very heartbroken because they might have dipped as soon as you did have sex with them. And if that's the case, that I'm definitely feeling a lot of grief for that. Like you felt like they used you for sex, okay? Okay. Current energy for singles, please. Yep, Ace of Cups in the reverse. This is sadness. This is pain, unrequited love, blocked or repressed emotions, Sagittarius, okay? You might be shoving it down like you're not, you don't want to deal with it, okay? This wasn't the new beginning in love that you had hoped. Yep, Six of Cups in the reverse. You're not able to let go of this. You're not able to let go of this. This is not for everyone. Trigger warning. Okay. I am picking up that someone had a miscarriage. Or like you were pregnant and then you felt like you found out you're pregnant and then they left. So either there was a termination or a miscarriage. There's no judgment here for me. I don't have an opinion on that. Okay. And if I do, I'm not sharing it on this channel because I don't want people fucking arguing. But I feel like you're beating yourself up over this. And there's a need to let go of the pain for that. Okay. I felt the soul of a fucking child. Okay. What is this? I'm tingling. You're confused. This is a lot of confusion. Yeah. And see the Six of Cups in reverse. This is a shutting off of the heart space with the Ace of Cups in the reverse. This is also a shutting off of the heart space. You might have looked at other options, but after this happened, if you had some sort of unrequited love, whether there was a pregnancy or any type of sexual stuff involved or not, okay, there was unrequited love here. And you might be looking at other options, or you had like wishful thinking about this person. Yeah, but you're just not. Page of Cups in reverse. There's a lot about children here. Either I don't know, man. You're not. What is that on the dating apps? I don't know if it's like you swipe left or something. I don't know if you swipe left or right, if you like them or you don't like them. I don't do dating apps. I'm married. But it's like you don't like any of the options that you're seeing. It's just like, you're not able to, so you're swiping on them. You're like, no, 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 no. Others of you, this is like, this person didn't even give a shit. They were very false. They were not offering up themselves to you in a way that was honest. They were very manipulative, this person you were dealing with. Yep, Two of Cups in the reverse. This is somebody that you had to walk away from. Okay, what's coming towards them? Yeah, you got a lot of cups in the reverse. This is all cups. Holy shit, you could be dealing with a water sign. Page of Cups reverse, Two of Cups reverse, Six of Cups reverse, Eight of Cups reverse, Seven of Cups. Whew, you're healing from this. Okay, what's coming towards them? This is... Okay, wow, what you have coming towards you. You have a King of Cups in the upright coming towards you. This is somebody who's artistic. This is somebody who is creative. This is someone who is very highly emotionally intelligent, okay? But they're showing me the 10 of Wands, and that's Saturn in Sagittarius. And it's like, you've been through a lot. This person's been through a lot too. They've taken responsibility. This could be a Scorpio. Oh, and now we have your energy here, Temperance in reverse. You don't know how to feel about this person when they come towards you. You know, you're going to push this person away when they come towards you, especially if you do. You're going to push this person away, and they're going to understand why. Because the King of Cups in the reverse, they understand the unconscious motivations of other people. And Temperance in reverse, Sagittarius, that's you. That's your energy. You're feeling weak. You're feeling, this is solar plexus energy. You're feeling weak. You're feeling like someone took advantage of you. This King of Cups is not going to take advantage of you. You have a lot of love to give, but you can't do that. You can't experience this King of Cups coming in. You know, a King of Cups is going to write you poetry. A King of Cups is going to cook for you. A King of Cups is going to, they said Venus in Cancer. So let me explain. My husband is a Venus in Cancer. Okay. He's very emotional. He's like this big tough dude, but he's very emotional. And he cries during movies. He would fucking kill me for saying this. He cries during movies, but he won't let you see it, but he does. And he cooks me food. I'm difficult to cook for. I'm dairy free. Okay. I don't like processed foods. I mainly eat fruits, vegetables, and lean meats. I have to have all organic produce. I don't eat gluten. It's just a bunch of fucking, but he cooks for me. He takes care of me when I'm sick. This is the type of energy that I'm seeing coming towards you, but you're not open to it, Sagittarius, because you are not, for one, you're shutting off your heart space, and two, you're feeling so victimized and so wounded. Because you dealt with the Five of Swords energy. It's like you're wondering if this person is plotting. It's like you have so much trauma. It's like, what's the ulterior motives? You might end up cutting this person off or walking away, or restricting communication with this person. Or if things start to pick up with this person and you do start to catch feelings for them, you distance yourself from them emotionally. And you end up single. And you're like, I don't know. I don't want to. Yeah, I split the deck and there was a fucking Queen of Cups in the reverse. And I saw the fucking Hermit in reverse, which is like loneliness. You want to let this person in. Okay, what happens if Sagittarius lets this person in? Because you have a lot of love to give. You have a lot of love to give. Yeah. So the Nine of Swords, you're anxious if you let this person in, but how will it turn out overall, please? The Queen of Wands. See, if you allow yourself to let this person in, they're going to inspire you. Okay. You have someone coming towards you. You have a King of Cups coming towards you, whether you're male or female, it does not matter. Okay. This person is going to inspire you and lift you up. You're going to get a lot of creative boost from this person. And I feel like you are going to, I don't know if you're like, all right, Sagittarius, once you open up your heart, if you've been celibate, or whether you have or not, or you just haven't had sex in a long time or something, you're putting off a vibe. The Queen of Wands is what I'm getting off of this, is you're putting off a vibe, bro. Like, you know how when an animal is in heat, you know what I'm saying? A female's in heat and like all the males, like, no, like pheromones or something. I was picking up something about smell. So you're putting off like a pheromone or something. And you got like a lot, maybe you have a lot of suitors with the Seven of Cups, But there is one here who really will value you. They will value you, okay? But you have to allow yourself to be open and be confident. This could be a Leo, okay, or a water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. And understand that what was done to you wasn't done to you because you deserved it. There's like some sense of like feeling like you deserved whatever happened to you. Because maybe you feel like this person, the way they treated you, if they took advantage of you, that you weren't worth what you like. It's like you feel like you deserved it or something and you didn't. This person's going to come in and they're not coming in to heal you because it's your responsibility to heal your own wounds. But you're going to let this person in and then you're going to try to shut them off. And then you're going to get confident and go back to them again. I see. Like this might be happening already, like an on and off thing. So you might ghost them. I don't know. Or they ghost you, but you're in conflict about it. So just don't miss out on this, okay? Be honest with this person about where you're at. I feel like you're restricting yourself. Yeah, this person's coming in as your match. King of Wands, Queen of Wands. So somebody that is, not only will they be in the energy that is a yin and the yin to your yang, they're going to complement your energy overall, okay? But they're going to hold space for you to do this healing, to do this work. This is going to happen during Leo season if this hasn't happened already. Just be mindful that you don't shut this person out because there's someone who's coming in that wants to love you. Okay? Tell me more about what's coming towards Sagittarius, please. Single Sagittarius is. What's coming towards my single Sagittarius? This person is going to help you see calling in your soulmate. So listen, you are calling in someone who's going to trigger you to help you see maybe the wounds that you needed to heal from your childhood. The ways that your childhood wounds keep shutting you off from experiencing true love. Yeah, I said somebody's going to ghost someone. You could have been the one who got ghosted. I definitely feel that in the past. Okay, Page of Cups, reverse, 2 of Cups. That speaks to a 3 of Cups being there. And that can definitely be a third party. And you're like wondering, okay, yeah, I'm single. Maybe you opened up to someone. All right, yeah, this person is drawing you towards a spiritual awakening. Like I said, they're going to trigger you and they're going to help you understand and make you aware of the lessons that you need to learn regarding your childhood wounding and your childhood subconscious programming. All right. You're going to have an epiphany. You're going to push this person away and they're going to fight for this relationship with the 5 of Wands. They're going to fight for this relationship with the 5 of Wands. Yep. And this is going to really help you change. See, earlier I picked up on like almost like a cocoon with a butterfly in a cocoon. And then there's a butterfly here. So in the past where you've had pasts where individuals have used you and took advantage of you, because I do see that here. This person is going to come in and they're going to give you some sort of epiphany that's going to put you on a metamorphosis or regeneration, rebirth cycle. You're going to be starting a new cycle of growth. And this person is going to I think they're going to, it's going to be like a catalyst for your growth. Okay. This is something that was meant to happen. And the thing about this is here, you're going to feel like you want to give yourself to this person, like you feel safe to give yourself to this person. There's something that is aligning for you here. Just don't make sure that you're not doing it just to keep this person. That's the overall message here. Okay. Let's see what we got here from this one. Then we'll move on to couples. Then I'll do finances and career, and then we will pull from the Book of Answers. Okay, for a yes or no question. We have manifesting miracles. Your dream is soon to become a reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. Okay? This is something that is divinely orchestrated. See, you've been in this period of heartbreak. This is past energy, and your heart is lying to you. I'm not necessarily a Christian, okay, but I used to be, and I know a lot of the Bible. And there's a Bible verse that says the heart is deceitful and the heart lies to you, because the heart can become sick. Okay, so your heart, Sagittarius, has become sick. So it is lying to you about this person. This King of Cups coming in, they don't want to just ravage you and use you and run away. Okay, that's not what this person wants. They're not coming as a force of opposition to you. They're coming to help you regenerate and grow and start a new growth cycle. But to do that, it's going to take bravery. It's going to take being vulnerable and opening up. You have something beautiful coming your way, Sag singles. This is somebody who, the King of Cups, like, this is somebody who's very, very artistic, okay, creative. They're going to spark that creative and artistic side within you. Some of you guys, you might even have some sort of business that you put together with this person that you start with them. Okay, and I've got chills all over my body, but it's going to have you you're going to have to take a leap of faith, and you're going to have to take a risk and take a chance and allow yourself to be open and vulnerable. Okay. Okay. Let's move on to Sagittarius couples. Sagittarius couples. That's beautiful for Sag singles. Like, you guys really deserve it. There's someone coming in for Sag singles that they are going to love you. They're going to love you in a way that helps you learn to love yourself in a whole different way. Okay. Whoo, y'all, I have so many chills right now. Like, I don't know if you can see that shit. That's beautiful. Okay. Forgiveness. Sagittarius couples, forgiveness. Beautiful. Number 14, breaking down to a 5. Okay. There's been some conflict. Okay. Got the divine feminine here at the bottom of the deck. There's been some conflict. There's been some arguments. There's been some fights. For some of you, I'm even picking up on some physical altercations here. And I am not saying by any means to let someone back in after they physically abused you. But even if you have them at a distance or something like that, it's important to forgive them, so that way you're not like, I gotta say this. People who, there's like, all right, there's a girl there. Everybody has at least heard of one person. There's a female. She was in a relationship where her boyfriend beat her up. Okay, God forbid. But still, this does happen. Then she has this programming that she's a victim and she deserves to be abused, is what she thinks. That's it, whether she realizes that she thinks that way or not. What happens? She gets rid of one asshole who beats her up. She attracts another one. And it's like people that have these track records of being in relationships where they're in abusive relationships where their partners abuse them, regardless of whether it's physical or not. The reason why they keep attracting the same person in a different meat suit is not because they truly deserve the abuse, but it's because they have a program that makes them believe that they deserve the abuse, and they're in victim mentality. But whenever you forgive the person and let go of that pain, okay, and you stop blaming, right? Oh, they're the asshole. They beat me up. Yeah, they have a lot of healing to do. If someone puts their fucking hands on you, they have a lot of fucking healing that they need to do. And sure, they are an asshole, whatever. But if you hold on to wanting to point the finger at them, you're just going to emit a frequency of, I'm a victim, I'm a victim, I'm a victim. So what's going to happen? Universe is going to put more individuals, people, places, circumstances, situations, and things in your life to victimize you, to make you a victim, because the universe is only going to support what you believe about yourself. Comes down to mental programming. So, and that's the same. It works the same for people who are like, why do I keep attracting individuals who are emotionally unavailable? Well, where do you keep yourself from being available for yourself emotionally? Where are you unavailable emotionally for yourself? If you repress a lot of emotions, you're going to attract someone who is emotionally unavailable, and they keep you at a distance because you are keeping yourself at a distance from yourself. Does that make sense? Okay. All right. We have forgiveness. It says, when you forgive yourself and others, you create more space for light and love to flow in. The quickest and simplest way to reconnect with your greater sense of personal worth and let more love into your life is to forgive yourself completely. You don't even have to know what you are forgiving yourself for. The angels understand that feeling guilty about a whole array of things has been an ongoing part of our lives now, and they say it's time to let go. The strange thing about guilt is that you can carry it without even realizing it, and it is often about trivial or long forgotten events. As you repeat the mantra below, the vibration of these beautiful words will flow through you. Forgiveness is synonymous with love, acceptance, nurturing, and spiritual maturity because in reality, none of these energies are separate from one another. They all work together. The uplifting vibration gently and gradually dissolves all the guilt and self-blame you might have stored in your physical cells, your chakras, and your energy field or aura. Letting go of these old energies is a relief. And as this darkness disappears, it creates space for more light and love to flow in. So the more you use this mantra, the lighter and brighter you will feel. Literally. Most people think that forgiveness is about forgiving someone else, but when you start with self-forgiveness, you quickly feel more lovable and find it much easier to accept others and forgive willingly when you need to. This creates space in your life for more joy and deeper personal connections. The forgiveness mantra is, I forgive myself, I forgive myself, I forgive myself, I am forgiven. Okay, so wow. Let's see what we got here. Okay. I had to clear the board a second ago. Sorry, y'all. I had to burp. My stomach is super empty. I need to eat. It's 6 o'clock. Okay. So what is coming towards my Sagittarius couples? Healing family issues. Your love life forgives, or your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Getting to know each other. And separation. I feel like this is something that you're going to see a side of someone that you've never seen before. Okay. I feel like some of you are realizing that you kind of outgrown your partner as you started to heal yourself, right? Or the further or longer that you got into the relationship, you're starting to realize the ways that, yep, you're having a realization, Tower card. You're starting to realize that, the way that you feel about yourself, the way that you love yourself, the way that you respect yourself is different now than it was when you first got together with this person. So some of you guys might realize that, yeah, and we got the Four of Swords in the reverse. It's really bothering you. There's some aspect of this person or the way this relationship is, that you're realizing you don't resonate with anymore, okay? 9 of Wands fell out. This is the moon in Sagittarius. I feel like some of you guys, there's an energy here of always waiting for the other shoe to drop or always feeling like you have to defend yourself, okay? That's the Chiron card. That is feeling victimized or feeling like a victim or being fearful. Always being fearful that something else will happen. If you've been in an abusive relationship, and you're fearful this person's going to do this again, and you saw a different side of them that you never saw before, the separation card being here is definitely letting you know that it's time to walk away from this person, okay? I would never suggest that you stay with someone who has put their hands on you or has been abusive to you, whether it be emotionally, physically, verbally, okay? Okay. Sagittarius, please. Okay. Present. All right. Yeah, you're seeing the truth about this. Okay. You're seeing the truth about this person that you might actually need to walk away from them. I feel like you had a lot of patience with this person. Or I don't know, you've come across some new information. You come across some new, see the fucking Tower card at the bottom of the deck. You come across some sort of new information or epiphany about this person, and you're understanding now the way in which your emotional patterns from your childhood and this person's emotional patterns from their childhood. There's a lot of inner child, like 6 of Cups in the reverse is like it can be ancestral energy. It can be family. It can be support. You may not feel supported by this person. You may feel exhausted and tired, like you have to do everything on your own. But this is also an energy of patterns and not being able to release the past and let go of the past and things that have been hurtful towards you. You may have brought up and sparked a conversation about something that happened in the past with this person. And it may have started an argument here or something like that with the Tower card. Okay. This person may have done something where they kept something from you, lie, cheat, steal, whatever. All right. They hid a side of themselves from you. They hid something from you that left you in a place of feeling extremely heartbroken. And this puts you in a place where you felt trapped or restricted or victimized. 8 of Swords. Tower card, 7 of Swords in reverse, 3 of Swords, 8 of Swords. That's victimization. That's feeling anxious, okay? Feeling hopeless or helpless or powerless. And now you're having a larger understanding. I feel like you didn't really understand much about yourself or this person when you got together, but this relationship. All right. Tell me more about the 6 of Cups in the reverse, please. Yeah. See, you're confused. I feel like you might have memories, positive memories with this person, or you have some sort of like sentimental value or something that you have that makes you want to hold on to this person, but you're indecisive as to whether or not you want to let this person go. You might be sitting on the fence or feeling like you have to make a difficult decision, and it's painful. It's stressing you the fuck out. Feeling like you have loyalty to this person, or maybe your loyalty is divided at this time. But your intuition is telling you exactly what to do, but you're having trouble moving on. 2 sixes, 6 of Swords in the reverse, 6 of Cups in the reverse. Why is the King of Swords here in the future? There's a truth that you're going to have to face about yourself or this person, whether you decide to move on. This person's, I don't know if this person's going to apologize to you or not. Maybe you guys are going to be getting counseling in the future with the Hierophant card. Could be dealing with a water sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or maybe even a Taurus here. But some of y'all are with the earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Cap. But I'm definitely seeing that this person might want to work on things with you or might want counseling or something like that. Or maybe you're married to this person, so you don't want to leave them. Yeah, 5 of Pentacles in the reverse. But I'm sensing that, yeah, 10 of Pentacles in reverse. I'm sensing that you've already separated from them emotionally. Because the King of Swords can come off not as quite as cold as the Queen of Swords, but this is somebody who you're not, this person might be trying to like connect with you emotionally after the fact or apologizing or something like that. Trying to show you affection. And you're like, no, like you don't even want it. But you might be married to this person or have a commitment to this person. This is very frustrating for you. You're confused. There's a lot of confusion here as to what to do. What's the advice, please? The advice is to wait. They're saying the Hanged Man. Okay, so there's a sense of feeling trapped. You might feel trapped in this relationship or not sure, uncertain of where this is going. You feel like you need some sort of, they want you to forgive. They want you to forgive, but you don't want to have faith. You don't trust it. You don't trust it. Whether you're staying with this person or not, I do see separation here, but whether you're staying with this person or not, they want you to let go of all of the pain. Understand the lesson that is to be learned and have some sort of perspective. That's what's going to give you some sort of perspective or understanding. That's what's going to give you the direction. You guys might need to see the getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. You guys got to get to the truth of the fucking matter. And that's what's going to be happening here with this King of Swords. Why is the separation card here? 5 of Wands in the reverse. You're tired of the conflict. It's easier to just walk away to end the conflict. Okay? Because you're not able to come. It's just petty arguments. And this person, why is... Yeah, this is a wounded ego. There's someone here, I just feel like there's someone here, like you feel bullied in this relationship. That's strength in the reverse. There's a bully here. There's like a narcissistic energy. There's a lack of self-confidence. This is stemming from the childhood. Page of Cups in the reverse. Okay. Maybe you weren't even allowed to express your emotions. Exactly what, yeah. So you're becoming aware of this. You're becoming aware. This is a self-awareness. And you're realizing that for you to heal this, you need to separate from this person. Maybe if it's just for a little time so that the conflict can come down, I do see that you guys can have it come back together and work it out. We do have the Judgment card here. The Judgment card is a card of second chances and forgiveness. So if you want to work this out, maybe you guys need to get some sort of counseling or something like that. Someone needs to heal their deficiency. They don't feel like they're good enough. And that is being projected onto the other person. Okay. Maybe this person tears you down. Maybe they are really jealous. Okay. Or insincere or insecure. But there's an energy here of someone feeling deficient. 5 of Pentacles, Strength reverse, 9 of Cups in the reverse. It's causing a disconnection because there's someone who needs to pull from their own energy. They need to connect to source and have a realization about themselves. They need to sit that ass down, have a realization about themselves. But a separation might need to take place. I do see a reunion that could happen here. I do see an apology coming in. Like one person, it's up to you as to whether or not you want to go through with this and stay together. I see some of you, this is going to work out, but both people have to take responsibility for what's going on here. Okay. Others of you, some of y'all, all of this started because you went spying. You went spying, you went looking for some information and you found some shit you didn't want to find. Yeah, others of you, this is not going to work out unless like one of y'all is going to wise up and be more emotionally mature and take responsibility for this, and the other one's not. They're not sorry. They're not going to apologize. And it's up to you as to whether or not you want to move on from this. Anything else? Yeah. Those of you who Okay. So those of you who are dealing with a narcissist, Emperor in the reverse, they're not going to take responsibility. If you know that this person is a narcissist, if they're abusive, if they abuse their power or try to have power over you, if there's power struggles, okay, I see you getting yourself out of this relationship. Because here's the thing. Once you start to stop repressing all the emotions, Queen of Cups in the reverse, once you start to allow those emotions to come up, that's where your personal power is going to come in. And I feel like you might speak to this person in a way that you've never spoken before. They might be seeing a side of you that they've never seen before. And you might stand up for yourself. You might exercise your own fucking sense of authority with this King of Swords here. And I see you freeing yourself from this. If you're dealing with a narcissist, because the Emperor in reverse, that's a fucking narcissistic energy. They're not going to self-reflect, but you have been. And I see you freeing yourself from that energy. Let's pull from these other decks and move on. Whew. Yep, toxic relationship. Some of y'all is taking a vacation. And getting away. Like I see you just wanting to get away from this person, getting away, creating boundaries. The King of Swords, that speaks to boundaries. When you create this boundary, this person's going to want to come back in. Okay. 5 of Pentacles in the reverse and be like, I want counseling. What about all the years we've been married? Whatever. 6 of Cups in the reverse. You're like, bitch, I don't care. You're like, they're going to apologize or whatever when you create this boundary. It's been a lot of fighting. A lot of fighting. And, you getting distance from this person is going to allow you to see things from a completely different perspective because you've grown and they have not. You need to trust your gut on this. If you're worried about this decision to leave, some of you guys, I feel like but you're afraid to step out on your own because maybe you've always been married to this person. Maybe you've always been in this relationship with this person. Maybe you don't know who you are without them. Okay, but Spirit is saying roll the dice, step out on your own, take a chance. This person, they've got they had a hold on you. And I say had because I'm not speaking that on you. I mean, we do have the Devil in reverse, which speaks to you getting out of that. They're banking on you constantly giving to them to the extent of themselves, detriment of yourself. They're banking on that, because the Queen of Cups in the reverse being at the bottom of the deck, that's somebody who will give and give and give, even whenever she doesn't have anything to give. They're banking on you repressing your true emotions, your true intuition. They're banking on you following your intuition. Queen of Cups in the upright speaks of intuition. Yeah, at the bottom of the deck here, it's important. I don't normally pull from the bottom of the deck, but y'all got to see this. It's important right now to take a step back and spend time alone. Instead of placing your focus on another, now is the time to give to yourself. I'm keeping that. It says the past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith. Listen, they want you to take a new path and get yourself away from this person, and that might mean saying no. You know, Sagittarius, there's been an energy here that I've seen all throughout your reading of someone trying to bend your will, someone taking advantage of you, okay, and in resentment and grief and you know, building up and anger. And you need time to process that. You need time to process that. And as you step into this new power, you're like, fuck that. I'm not going to be focusing on any of the old conflict anymore. Okay. You stepping away from the conflict and focusing on having faith that you can get through this. Separating yourself from this person, if you're feeling guided to. They don't want you to wait to do it either, with waiting in the reverse. It's going to lead you to the healing and the alignment, whatever this decision is that I was talking about at the beginning. You know what you're meant to do. You know what you're meant to do. Okay, it's leading you to the alignment that you know is right for you, that you're craving. Let's get some career and finances energies here. Okay, finance and career, and then I will pull from the book of answers for a yes or no question. And dinner is ready, so I'm going to go eat. Okay, tell me about Sagittarius' finances, please. Oop, altar cloth. Tell me about Sagittarius' finances, please. Finances, money, career. Y'all got a lot of stress. So this could be a relationship or an ending of a relationship that put a lot of stress on you financially. Yeah, but I see you freeing yourself, even if it means that you might need to ask for help financially. I see you freeing yourself from whatever limitations you had put on you. Remember, the limitless energy was here. Okay. All right. Some pass for finance and career, please. Okay. Present energies. Okay. Future energies. Oh boy. Future energies for finance and career. Let me get one more. Okay, one more for the present energies. Okay, so some of you guys may have taken a chance or something like that on some sort of financial endeavor in your recent past here. We do have the full card. This could have been an Aries season. All right. Yeah, this is a freedom energy. You guys stepped out or something like that on your own and did something original. All right. Like, I don't know if this is something creative that you guys were involved in. But you guys were following, this is crown chakra energy. Like, you guys like had a hit through your crown chakra as far as what you wanted to do or what you're being guided to do. And you fucking ran with it. And it was beautiful. You had beginner's luck. It worked out well for you. And I feel like there's something that happened in your present energy, right, that caused you to feel like either you're going through a slow season or you're experiencing some sort of trapped or limitations again. Like, you might feel like you're right back in this energy of feeling, I don't know if you went for a new job or you had some sort of new beginning, you switched it up somehow, took a chance, took a risk, and now you're like in that energy of feeling like you're right back where you started. Okay. But this is only a slow season is what I'm getting. The energy of Leo or Leo season is coming up. I feel like you guys might be really tired. I think you're going to be, something's going to pick up for you during Leo season. Okay. And it's something you started in Aries season. Yeah. What did I just say? Progress. So you guys are going to have some sort of progress coming your way. And I'm definitely seeing in Leo season. So if you're in a slow energy right now, or you're feeling like it's all hard work or there's conflict at work, okay, we do have Saturn in Libra. So, yeah, you're needing some diplomacy. You're needing something, some sort of betrayal or loneliness or division to be worked out or hard times to be worked out. We have brush up on your resume here. Progress says you're making steady progress. Keep going on this career or financial endeavor. They don't want you to give up on this, whatever this is, especially if it has to do with social media. We have influencer here. Okay. Uploading content to social media, being recognized for what you do, being an inspiration to people as a part of your career path. So I feel like if you just recently started something in your recent past, spontaneous, whatever it was, it was something that was more fun for you. It's creative. Okay. You're kind of stepping out on on your own. If you feel like either you aren't supported or you're coming in on some sort of slow season or lull, or you're not getting likes, or you're not getting clients, or it's like something about it is slowing down. You feel restricted here. You need to trust your intuition and continue moving on with this. Keep posting, keep doing what this is that you need to do, because I do see that you will make some sort of headway here. Somebody works in the transportation industry, okay? Jobs or industries that like transport passengers or some sort of cargo. Maybe you're a truck driver or something like that. Let me get one more. We also have real estate, and we also have carpenter, okay? So developing and improving your skills or something that has to do with making things, okay? Everything you touch turns to gold. Create and invent your abundant ideas. Be careful not to hoard your wealth. Okay, so somebody works in the real estate here. My recent past here. Yeah, you're under a waiting period. If this isn't about a job or something, there's like a waiting period. I don't know if you're waiting to start a new job or something like that. Some of y'all are making some major sacrifices financially. You're like robbing Peter to pay Paul type shit. Give me a current. Some of y'all are waiting on a contract or something like that. I do see there's going to be some sort of gift of money, or I don't know if you're waiting on a settlement or a check. Others of you, your creative writing is something that you will make money off of or something like that. Whatever, this is pain into purpose, Three of Swords and the Hanged Man. Spirit is trying to get you to stay put right now. You are really, something within you is wanting you to give up. Everything within you is wanting you to give up and switch jobs or give up on whatever you're creating right now. But they want you to create, they want you to take a risk. Some of y'all are worried about your reputation online or something like that being affected or affecting your money. Get your energy, please. Yeah, Three of Cups. There could be some gossip or some sort of like social aspect of this that's affecting your money. Let me get your energies, please. Yeah, and then you have the Face card, which is taking risks. Come on. Get your energies, please. Ooh, spiral. Spiral card, out of control, climbing the ladder, upward trend, revisiting a job, promotions, or connections. Whatever you've done, if you've invested some sort of money, I see it growing. Okay. I do see that it is making an upward trend. It might dip a little bit if you have some sort of, like, my husband's a broker. So if you've invested anything, that's what that made me think of. If you've invested any money or anything like that, I do see that it will grow. It's at a standstill right now. I feel like it's going to drop during Leo season, and then it's going to grow a little more. Okay. Others of you will be traveling for a job. Moving abroad or traveling, okay, across the waters. Some of you are trying to just be financially free. And right now you are working on your money skills, working on your credit. Okay. Some of y'all are teaching other people about that too. One more for the future, please. Others of you are Okay. There's somebody here who had a business or a work or some aspect of your relationship was connected to your work. Okay. Or you had your some sort of financial commitment with someone else. And as that partnership broke up, you were working together and it started to become more of a burden, or it wasn't as fulfilling. And you guys will be able to either do some form of like get a new job or bust out on your own and get away from this person and separate you're not going to be committed to this person financially, or like, I don't know, you thought it was going to be for the long term. So I don't know if you had a business with someone you're married to or something like that. It just wasn't as fulfilling. Okay. Present energy, please. If you had, I don't know if you're like a trucker or something like that, but there's like a strike or something. You're transporting, like if you're someone who transports cargo, there's something about a contract that you didn't agree with, or like you had a contract and you were going to invest long term with this job somehow and you're not now. Okay. Yeah, we have work travel. Some of you guys are like, you feel like you're stuck and you're stuck in a contract somehow because you're traveling and you're away from your loved ones, or it's causing strain on your relationships. Yeah, some of y'all, this is a toxic work environment. There's definitely somebody who's an influencer here. You do something online or on the internet. I feel like if you're an influencer and you're getting a lot of negative comments right now, you need to keep going. You need to let that slide off your back. You need to see it from a different perspective and understand that these people are projecting their insecurities onto you. And someone's really criticizing what you're doing here. You taking risks and putting yourself out there is not a bad thing at this time, but do not let the opinions of others dictate how you feel about yourself. Tell me more about the influencer thing. Please tell me more about the influencer thingy. This has really been taking a toll on you, okay? It's a sacrifice that it's a sacrifice that you had to make. But see, even though you've got people that are jerks or whatever on the internet, there's going to be a lot of connections that you're going to make from whoever's doing these things online, okay? You're going to learn a lot. You're going to grow a lot. And some of you might even reconcile with someone from your past. Yeah. Okay. So some of you if you're doing something online, someone's going to try to connect with you from your past. Once you get more followers or start gaining some traction, whatever, there's going to be someone else who's going to be like, hey, remember when we were in school together? And you're like, excuse me? Like, no, we were never friends. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Okay. Okay. Why is real estate here? Some of you guys don't want to do real estate anymore, or you want to get out. You're feeling overwhelmed. You want to get out of the real estate industry. That's fine. That's what you're called to do. Okay. You're called to walk away from that, but you have been saving a lot of money. Someone's buying their childhood home. Yeah, you're realizing that you're not as happy as you were in the beginning. Okay. I feel like you're afraid to let go of that job, but you have hope. Maybe you're not getting the recognition that you wanted. Okay. If you're in the real estate industry. Okay. Tell me what else about this shit. And then the future. Others of you, I see you coming out of a team effort with something. Yeah. Just like I said earlier, like if you had some sort of commitment to work together with someone else, I see you moving out on your own, and you're going to have an upward trend. Okay. With this, I feel like you're planning to actually, either revisit a job that you worked at in the past, or you're going back to the connections that you had before. It's like maybe you're branching out on your own or something like that, because now that you learned the ropes and you know this business, You're going to be going out on your own. Like you're separating from someone else and moving out on your own. So for whoever that's for, okay? I see you making progress. Some of y'all, this is a promotion or a raise that I see in the future. Yeah, gains or earnings. Okay. This is really, really good. Some of y'all, if you have a storefront, okay, you need to run a sale or something like that. You need to run a sale. And that's going to help you. All right. Anything else for this future energy? You need to come out of your comfort zone. I feel like you are blocking your potential and missing out on opportunities because you're afraid to let people in and socialize with other people. Okay. Yeah. You have the Wheel of Fortune here, which is really good. Someone here is going to get some sort of lucky break from taking a risk. There's going to be, like I said, upward trend. I don't know who this is. Yes. Oh my God. You're meant to. If you're in the public eye, you're going to gain a lot of followers really, really fast. Something that you make might go viral and you're not going to have to work very hard to do it. There's someone here who doesn't like that. Yep. They don't like it. They don't like it because they're not getting the same amount of attention. You're getting a lot of likes on your posts if you're doing something on social media. Others of you, you're going to go and do what feels more in alignment with you. You're going to seize the moment and take some sort of opportunity that you're meant to take with the Star card. And I feel like there's going to be a lot of people who are going to be pissed off at you for that. You're probably going to piss someone off. Someone else is going to feel defeated but it's the decision that you had to make. Yeah, someone's going to view this as very unfair. But with the Star card here, that tells me that this is a sound decision for you. And this is something that is in alignment with what you're meant to do. Okay, anything else on that? And then I'm going to pull from the... Yep, you're going to have a lot of abundance. Somebody's going to accuse you of lying, cheating, stealing, or something like that. I really don't feel like you are. This is just them being frustrated because they feel like you took an opportunity from them, but really you were just banking on like you're being an opportunist, which isn't a bad thing. I don't see you taking advantage of anyone. Okay. Others of you, if you're traveling, if you're going to be traveling or whatever, you're going to come home from traveling. And that's whenever you're going to see a major shift. Like you're going to come home and check on these investments and you're going to see that they grew. This is something that's going to give you a lot more fucking fulfillment. I see you moving on and letting go of working with someone. They're going to accuse you of stealing their ideas or something like that. You might have to go to court or something like that for this, or like contracts or something like that. Some of y'all, there's someone here who signed like a non-disclosure agreement and your non-disclosure agreement's up and you're about to go fucking say what the fuck is going on. All right. And you get a lot of attention for that. And they're going to try to accuse you of breaking the contract, but you didn't. I don't know who the fuck that's for. Okay. So that is what I have for finances and career. Let me go ahead and I'm going to pull one of these. Jesus, almost 2 hours. I've got to make these shorter. All right. Message from Spirit for Sagittarius, please. That's supposed to be to explain what the deck is for. It's not really a message. Yes, you do deserve better. Why are you allowing this to happen? Oh, yeah. Yep. You do deserve better. Why are you allowing this to happen? All right. Think of a yes or no question. Think of a yes or no question that you want answered. We're going to pull from the Book of Answers. Okay. All right. All right. So the chance will not come again soon. The chance will not come again soon. So if you are wanting to do something, if you're wanting to take a risk, there's energies here of taking a risk. You got the Fool card. You got taking a risk. Okay. Taking risks. You got that in like 3 different decks. If you're thinking about taking a risk with whatever this is, you need to jump on it because you're going to miss out on an opportunity here. Okay. Whatever this is for, whatever risk you've been thinking about taking, whatever you have been thinking about doing, take that risk. It might make someone else unhappy. All right. But you will benefit from it. Okay. So, oh my gosh, multiple. Take a risk from the love deck. Okay. So yeah. All right, guys. So that is what I have for you. Thank you, Sagittarius, for tuning in if you made it this far. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I do go live usually about once a week to take free questions for you guys, and no donations or anything required. So if you want to jump on one of my free reading lives, then go ahead and hit subscribe. That way you know whenever I go live, or you can check out my playlists for any of my other readings. And don't forget to share this reading with someone else if you think that they could benefit from it in any way, shape, or form. I love you guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.